This goes out to you guys. Thank you.
So I'm here with punk rock legend Mike Herrera of MxPx. You're coming to Pocatello, Idaho, the club icon. Mike, thanks for coming with us.
It's good to be here.
And Mike, I've been a big fan for many years, and I've just recently read that you guys are regarded as a Christian rock band. I haven't heard anything offensive, particularly in your music, but
Right.
What does that come from? Are you guys, do you guys consider yourselves a Christian rock band?
Well, that's the funny thing is we don't really consider ourselves a Christian rock band. I grew up going to church, as a kid, and so I have a Christian background as far as my religion. And then I think the main thing was, our first album, had a lot of stuff about God in it, and we're on Tooth and Nail Records, which is kind of known as a Christian label as well, although they have a lot of pretty big bands, but so that's kind of how we kind of got sandwiched between, I don't know, both genres, so to speak.
Do you attest that your Christian rock ethic to some of your success as MxPx?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Well, you never knew we were, and you like us, so.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that's got to mean something. Yeah, I mean, we don't really. We're just a band, We're a punk band, and this is our job. This is what we do. Aside from mowing lawns on the weekends, but no. So it's not so much about I don't know, labels. It's just a little bit more about music and getting out there and entertaining people and having a good time. So.
Do you think you appeal to a certain different demographic than maybe most other guys in your genre?
Not different in our genre. I think we're about right for our genre. It's punk rock. It's got that power pop rock kind of aspect to it. Obviously over the years we've gone through a lot of different sort of phases. Some a little bit more like English rock, English punk rock. Some a little more just California type punk rock. And if you know a lot of punk bands, kind of the differences between all those. Of course, I'll talk to some ladies sometimes, and I'm like, "You're in a band, punk rock? Yeah, it all sounds the same to me," and it's true. If you don't know the music, it kind of does. Just like maybe rap would all sound the same to people that don't know rap.
You guys made it in high school, right?
Yeah, we've been around since actually going into 10th grade. I think it was 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 10th grade was when the band started in 1992, and we were together for 2 years, got signed. Put out a record in 1994 of our senior year in high school.
Like you mentioned earlier, you guys made little small evolutions to keep, and you've kept current throughout kind of longevity for, what is it, about 16 years now?
Yep, 16 years. And, the thing is like we've never completely changed our style. It's still, I think everything we do flows, when we play live shows, we have a really good mix of old and new songs and everything in between. And it works, it's something that, it's not like we're all of a sudden emo or something like that, or metal. It's all in the power pop punk genre.
Who were you listening to back then in 1992 versus now who you might be listening to now?
Well, definitely the Descendants and All were a huge influence. That's that California type punk, pop punk. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Descendants kind of wrote the book on melodic punk rock music. Who else? The Gorilla Biscuits, Circle Jerks, Black Flag, Sex Pistols. And of course, I think as I discovered more and more music, I actually kind of went back to, like, say, The Who, The Clash, bands like that from England. The Ramones, of course, were always a big influence as well. Green Day was always, they were just kind of getting started, but just, they were one of the bands that everybody's like, oh, check out Green Day, and
Right.
And it was before, they were opening for Bad Religion when I saw them the first time, and it was amazing, so.
I would have a hard time believing that Social Distortion wasn't in there somewhere. And now it was.
Oh, yes, Social Distortion, of course, yeah, huge fan, yeah.
Very cool. Now you got to open for them, was it 6 months ago?
Yeah, well, we've opened for them quite a few times, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've opened for so MxPx is open for Social Distortion, and then now my new band Tumbledown is open for Social Distortion too.
Other bands you influenced, you mentioned Green Day and all these guys. Have you got to play with other bands that inspired you to be?
Yeah, we've pretty much played with everybody you can think of that's in a punk band, except for, well, no, we've played with the Sex Pistols.
We played with the Sex Pistols?
We haven't played with the Who, but yeah, we've played with, No Effects, Rancid. We just played with Rancid. We just did, this summer we did a week on their tour, and then we just did their last show of their tour in Hollywood. So that was pretty amazing.
I hear you even played the band called Cash Only. Now, is that true?
We have played with Cash Only. Tumbledown has.
So I hear you were planning a tour with Cash Only.
Our people are talking to their people, and we're going to see if we can come to some sort of agreement.
Right. No, what'd you think of that band, Cash Only? To be honest with you?
I thought the singer was great.
Tell me more about Tumbledown.
So Tumbledown is, it's my solo project, and I have a picture disc out. I've got sort of like it's a digital EP, so to speak. But I've got a full-length record that I've written and need to record. And the style of music it's definitely a little bit for like maybe an older crowd, like somebody my age. I'm 30, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the average MxPx fan is a little bit younger, although we have like the diehards that have been fans forever that come out and check us out.
Case in point. Yeah.
There you go. So it's good. We got a good mix. But Tumbledown, definitely we play more bars and stuff, because I kind of started it because I was playing a lot in my hometown Bremerton, and there's really not a lot of places to play all ages, so I just played bars, acoustic, and then I'm like, well, I'm going to put a band together. So I put together a band it's called Mike Herrera's Tumbledown, but I just call it Tumbledown for short.
Solid. Now, what's the future of MxPx? You just had a release last year, Secret Weapon. How's that album set? Is it doing well?
Yeah, we've just been touring on it. We've been all over the world, and Secret Weapon was definitely something we were proud of and still are. But you know what? Just like anything, you're only as good as your last record. And if that record's a year or more old, you got to start a new one, get a new one going. So
what's on the horizon for MxPx?
This is the last show of our tour, actually, people. The last show. So it's last shows they always hold a special place in my heart. So.
Are you going to give Pocatello like the full MxPx experience?
We are. Pocatello's going to get it all. They're going to get the, kind of the last hurrah. And then we're going to go back into the studio. We're doing a cover album for MxPx, because we put out on the cover, 1996, 97.
Oh, yeah. With Summer of 69 on there.
Exactly. So we're going to do a new one. We're going to do a full album, like 12 songs or so. And, a lot of the songs we've been doing over the years, cover songs that we haven't ever released or recorded, we're going to do a few of those, and then of course tons of new covers as well.
Can we sneak a few? What couple of those covers might be?
Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash.
Oh.
Tom's going to sing that, our guitar player. I think we might be doing a Tom Petty song. I'm not sure. We'll see. We're kind of doing a lot of extra songs, just in case, so we can like condense it down and then release some B-sides online for free, or give away free downloads. But after the cover album, we're gonna actually do a full-length album, MxPx album, studio album.
Cool. Thanks for your time, Mike. I appreciate it. Now I hope all you've learned a thing from big rock star Mike Herrera of MxPx. All right, reporting for BYU-Idaho News. This has been with Rockin' Randy and Mike Herrera.
Good luck.